pause. There we go. There we go. Great. Everybody's up. Sometimes getting on YouTube is like entering traffic. You have to hope for the right moment that you're jumping in. And if not, start again. So today is Wednesday. Monday is the start of June. And that means we have today, tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday. Is that true? So 4 more. And really, the goal, if we were to sit and say, why do we want to remove body blocks? That's the name of the Kriya that we've been doing all month. And why would that be important? Yes, removing body blocks means that we have a greater sense of mobility. We have a greater functioning of our immune and digestive systems. We have a greater circulation of both cardiovascular functioning and at the same time a greater circulation of our pranic force, our life force. All of this starts to grow. But why does any of it or all of it matter? It's because it's returning us to ourselves. This is the whole idea of the Satnam, the great self, this true self of who we are. All of that better functioning is a way to return to a sense of ourselves. And so as we practice these next 4 practices, really bringing it to conclusion, you are coming home. We're removing the distress, the discomfort, the malfunctioning to some degree of how our systems have come to be so that we can move more freely and more fully find contact with ourselves. Everything about what we're doing is coming home. And this is our birthright to return, to reconnect to our source, to ourselves. They are the same thing. That is the reason that this practice is at the center of the things that I do. Because I truly believe that the source that creates all things, all time, all matter, is the same as the self within me. There is no separation, only in my mind, But when on the right moment, when I'm getting closer, there's no separation. So bring it home. Bring it home. This is the goal today. Find a playlist and we'll tune in. May 2020. I've loaded up June if you're interested. June's up. And bring your palms together. And really that's what we're saying. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to everything outside of me. All great creative consciousness that's making all things. That is the same great creative consciousness that exists within me. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And I am finding my way to the connection between outside and in. 3 times with me. Inhale, sit tall. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders. Roll your wrists. Hit your play. So we begin, hit your playlist, Ad Guru Name. If you are to a place where you want quiet, Go quiet. That's fabulous. If you want to keep your music going on, that's where we begin. Unfold your blanket. You have a long, thick rectangle. Knees and shins are padded. Hands are on the mat. Tuck your chin to your chest. Let your head fall down. Let your feet fall flat and let your hips move side to side. Head falls further. The base of your thumbs anchor into the floor. The eyes close and we flow. Heart forward. Inhale, opening. Exhale, round. We are returning home. Can we move? Start here. Turn your left thumb forward, turn your left fingers to the left, right fingers point forward, so they're perpendicular. If you're new to it, looks like that on the mat. I'm cat cow. Turn your left hand one more time, left thumb turns left, left middle finger towards your left knee. And notice if any aspect of you is haphazard right now. If you have done this and it is the 27th day of May for you, let nothing be haphazard. The weight even in your hands, the fingers long and elegantly spread on the mat, eyes closed, aware of the full length of your spine. What is moving? What is still? Even if this is your first day, let yourself be committed. Open and close. 3, 2, and 1. Left fingers turn forward. Right thumb turns forward. Again, the hands being perpendicular here. Try to pull your hands apart. Open the upper back, the back of the neck. Eyes closed. Movement steady. Working there. Or your right fingers turn back so your middle finger points to your right knee. Elegant hands. Up the forearms. Through the shoulders, through the face, down the back. Coming home. 3, 2. And right fingers turn forward, hips to your heels, fold back to child. Drum through your fingers. Open and close fists, relieve your wrists. Rising up. Walk your toes to the left. Your hips face the right side of your mat. And you step your left foot to the center line. And then begin to bend and straighten through the left knee. Left knee bends towards the little toe. Right hip comes forward. Can you be attentive to the hips, both left and right, to the feet? Right toes tucked under behind you, left elbow to the thigh, right hand up over, elbow to rib. Open and close. And it is not merely mimicking my movement, it is the full inhabiting from your kneecap to your fingertips and then stay. And the tiny movement forward and back, close your eyes and be in both feet. Be in both legs, be in both hips, and then stay a beat. And the right hand down and the left knee down and the right foot flat, bending your right knee deeply. So in repetition, there is mastery, but in repetition, there can also be a sort of somnolence, a sort of sleep. I already know that. And we fall into a deep groove of inattention. Right elbow to right thigh, left hand over, eyes closed, elbow to rib. Come back into the very newness of this movement. And staying the lightest forward and backward to the right kneecap, to the left kneecap. The breath can reach the pelvis. And the two hands come down. Step back, downward facing dog.
Press it out a bit. Open the shoulders. Roll your outer arms back. Roll your thumbs down. And step your left foot outside of your right foot outside of your right hand. Left knee down. Put a block under your left hand. If you need, put two. And the right hand finds a large backstroke. Hips rise and fall. Opening and closing. And again, being very awake to the very tips of your fingers, circumscribing this magic circle that surrounds you. And then the right arm beside the right ear to stay. Press the left toes down. The hips come forward. Press the left hand down and the right rib wraps back and you reach through your fingertips. And then you bend your right knee and you go. And you go. And the right hand down and the right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Right arm, right shoulder, right heel shows you the change you've made. And the left foot steps up, heel on the mat, toes point off, and the right knee down to the blanket. Right hand on the block, two if you need it. And then a big reverse circle. Again, possibly closing your eyes. Find your left fingertips. And find that great sweeping circle that surrounds you. You're not only aware of the possibilities within your body, but you're aware of what surrounds your body. And the left arm beside your left ear to pause. Left toes down into the floor, opens the right hip. Right hand down into the block, revolves your left rib. And then the left knee softly, slowly, deeper bend. The pelvis descends, the heart comes up, the throat is wide. And the left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Left hand, left hip, left heel. Outer shoulders wrap back, knuckles into the floor. The breath along your spine, navel to belly, navel to spine. And build your seat. So we're on Morpho. If you started late and you want to get your soundtrack going, we are starting right now. Morpho, legs crossed, heart high, or if you choose, you're seated on a chair. Kriya begins here. You start to circle in a clockwise motion overhead. Now, if you're rounded through the back at all and your hands are not overhead, but they're in front of you, then you need to get higher in your hips, or it will create pain through the shoulder blades in the upper back. Stabilize your seat, close your eyes, and find a quality of commitment, reverence for the next 4 minutes. And if it's new to you and the idea of this 4-minute circle suddenly stops you in your tracks, all the better. Then this circle will have so much to give you. Deepen your breathing, long and full, in and out through the nose. Each exhalation, you're removing tension from the shoulders. Beginning to create neutrality in your experience. Balancing the positive and the negative so that you can reside in the neutral, in the great gateway of neutrality. Every circumstance is neutral. Every circumstance is neutral. Our perspective makes it positive or negative, easy or hard. And then we can find a radical
sweetness in this neutrality. Softening the shoulders, opening the chest. Navel is strong. We are rewriting the description of our experience from inside. We're breathing out adjectives. We're removing the drama until it's simply a declaration of movement. And that neutrality rising brilliant and sound into our lives. Eyes closed, breath full, steady on this. You are rewriting your response to calamity, to connection. You're finding out who you are. You're finding out you're in charge of your response. Here we go. Here we go. If it's good for you, you're familiar with this, let's go. Light, loose, smaller and taller. Right from behind your belly button. Go. Lori, Lindsay, Emily, Jenna, go. John, up, out. And we go 3. And we go 2. And we go 1. Bring it up and inhale. 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, stay tall. Stay tall, navel strong. And then chin up and elbows down, breathing out. Eyes closed. Committed. And on we go, quiet. Legs out, shake it out, feet side to side, knees up and down. I'll turn so you can see. Or stay on your chair, it's perfect on the chair. Chair is phenomenal. Putting the heels of your feet up under your knees. Your outer feet are strong, your feet are flexed, your hands are high. Tuck of the chin, heart high, little fold. Inhale, rising up. Make sure you're seated right in the middle of your blanket. If you need to, get 2. If you're at home and you don't have the yoga blankets, towels are great because they're nice and solid. Inhale up. And exhale down, close your eyes, my loves, close your eyes. If it's too much, hold your elbows. If it's too much, hands on shoulders. As you fold, catch yourself in your outer feet, in the tips of your toes, in the base of your spine. And use your low abdomen, exhalation, navel to spine, and catch yourself and rise. One more time, eyes closed, nice and steady, strengthening the posterior chain from the base of your neck to the heels of your feet. Let it down and be tall and strong. Set your blanket aside, come onto a shortened dog.
Palms down, or if needed, hands on blocks if it's too much on your shoulders. Start to rock side to side. You can have your knees as deeply bent as you need to. Bring your fingertips up as though you were picking up a button, and rock the heel off the floor, and then maybe rocking the whole foot off the floor. The hand that remains on the floor, press down through the floor. And as you press your hand into the floor, your navel rises up and the heel lifts off the floor. And then try it forward and back. Lift the heels, rock back with your fingers. Press your hands will lift your feet. So you're not just falling into your hands, you're pressing into the floor. And the press into the floor is what lifts your feet up. And maybe you just lift one foot. Or maybe you go with this crazy little half-inch hop. Awesome. Or maybe you get a little hang time. All good. All good. One more. And hands to your hips. Drop your seat. Lift your heart. Stand tall. The same way down. Knees bend, fold. And inhale, rise. This may be your work. Perfect. Or hands wide. And then down the backs of your legs. Fold. And down. Be aware of your low back. Keep a bend in your knees and lead with your heart. Hands down, the legs will help. Or if you're ready, the classical fold, hands out front. This strengthens the whole back body, but it's also quite wearing on the low back if there's any kind of injury. So I need you to find the movement and the fold that works for your body safely. And then go. Fold the abdomen and then open up. A great pranic pump. Flushing down and opening wide for 2. And for 1. And softly, slowly, hands wide. That we are returning to ourselves. That's our goal. That's our goal. Nothing more. But nothing short of that amazing miracle of remembering who we are at all possible moments. So the tap of the foot, this might be awesome. This might be exactly the thing for you, but I want you to pop your knee in, pop your foot. A little bit of a hop. You can do it on the chair. You can also sit on the chair and find the cross of your feet. Find neutral right away. No reluctance, no resistance, no overactivity, just neutral. A month of this has strengthened my feet. It has clarified action between my ankles, my knees, and my hips. I've had 2 surgeries on a foot, 1 on the knee, broken bones. And yet a little at a time, a little each day, I'm reassembled until I have this little 6-year-old joy in my body again. And I'm grateful. So let's shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Come undone. Down into your heels. Out through your fingertips. All the things that you've accumulated, all the questions you've got in your body, wag your tail through the shoulders, quick it goes. 3, 2, back to our hop. And feel the hop gets clearer. That the level of holding starts to change. We're often holding stories. Holding ideas, holding plans in our bodies. And that shaking brings us a little closer to ourselves by unraveling the stories, the plans, the ideas. So we'll do it again. 3, 2, 1, out. And the heels into the floor as a grounding so we don't get lost. Out through the thighs, out through the tail and the shoulders. Hands up high, cross.
Starting to feel ourselves emerge up out of the stillness that sitting can create. Oh, so we're going to do one more shake and then one more round. Just feel the change. Heels down, out the body. Oh, if you ever have a really negative interaction with someone, stamp your feet, discharge it, and go. Now feel your power. Now feel your power. You got 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands down, body still, hands on body. And make no effort to curtail what's happening. Ride that ride inside of yourself. Go, 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 go. Like waves onto a beach. Just come undone and trust yourself. Trust. That you can handle a larger voltage than you imagine. You have more capacity for leadership, for uncertainty, for commitment. All of it's in you. Down to a seat. Keep going. Up through the body, to the shoulders, to the head. Legs crossed or seated on your chair. Hands to fist, shoulders up, and one shoulder and then the other. We just take the momentum, rolling it up through the back, through the breath, eyes closed, each one an exhale. X, 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 X. Eyes closed, steady on, 10 seconds. We go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up high, breathing in. Chin up, 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, keep the breath. And just pause, so full. And softly to release. Hands down, the eyes closed. Returning to ourselves. That you are brilliant and potent and sound. So miraculously made. Heart high, chin lightly in, seat safe, strong. Good. Bring it into the body, onto your back. Knees bend, anchor the low back, lift your head and shoulders, find a whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close the mouth, out the nose, from the belly. Release your hands. If you know your full stretch pose, your legs extend, toes in, heels a little bit out. If it's new for you, if you're pregnant or on your cycle, long, smooth breathing, holding your knees, or work one side at a time. Drawing your shoulders towards your knees will help with the back of your neck. But the hands are soft. The face is soft. The body from shoulder to heel is your strength. Change sides. And try out both legs. We all meet here. Bend your knees as you need to. If you're going to collapse, don't drop to the floor. Just hold your thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, knees to your chest and set it down. With your eyes closed, just deepen your breath into your abdomen. Knees wide, you can roll to your ankles. And roll up through the spine and roll back. If you can't roll, you're going to stay on your seat and just round your chest and lift your heart and round and lift until you're able to work out a smooth spine. Cross your ankles, hold your shin if you are rolling. Work here towards a little bit of a taller seat. Or if you do lotus or half lotus, your foot up to the thigh, heart high, flush the joints. And wherever you've gone, close your eyes and feel how the movement initiates from behind the navel and a little lower. Going one more time. And then eyes closed, sit up so tall. Heart high, chin lightly in, the low belly stable, strong. Returning to ourselves. Sometimes we forget what we feel like. Forget what we need. So unfold into a child's pose, knees wide, toes together, arms out long, and really fold. And on your exhalation, drop your head as fully as you can. And come to a standstill. Right there in the middle of your week, in the middle of your mat, be still. From that stillness, rising to hands and knees to circle your hips and then to circle your shoulders. And the eyes closed, start to move your body as it requires. Where and how is entirely up to you. How big? It does not need to be recognizably yogic. This is yours to move in ways you feel called to. So that we take a little moment in the middle of our week, in the middle of our day, in the middle of our mat, to feel ourselves. Where am I? How am I? What do I require? And then we come back to the center, cat-cow, right down the middle. Because when we found and received what we need, then we can be generous without resentment. Then we can access an infinite energy, a resource that doesn't have an end. But we tend ourselves. Hips to the heels, hands out long, settle. Walk your knees to your wrists. Cross your ankles.
Roll onto your back. Lifting your hips. Palms face down under your hips. Then draw your knees to your chest. Your low back is protected. Feet flexed. Press your right leg out. And then the left. And as you press out, draw the opposite knee back. And close your eyes. Inhale left. Exhale right. Getting to know what we need is a real refinement of our senses, because we must turn our senses both outward and inward. Feeling how the outer world is resting against us today, what do we need in reply? So feel it even here. Am I quick? Am I slow? Navel to spine. Stronger work, the heel is lower to the floor. Modification for the back, but not necessarily easier. Heels are higher than the knees. So find your sweet spot and go, pressing. Three, two, and one. Feet flat. Release your hips. Hands on thighs. As you press your thighs away, just feel the abdomen so bright. This is your fire, your life force. All your ability shining right from here. Legs long. If your low back doesn't allow straight legs, keep your knees bent. Otherwise, firm your feet like you were standing. Arms straight up. And then inhale, open wide like a T. Exhale to almost touch. Inhale and exhale. Firm your legs, firm your navel, and that firming of the foundation will open the chest, clear the charge that surrounds you. And hands wide and down. The body at complete and liquid ease. Eyes closed, allowing yourself to pool onto the floor. Let your attention loose into the space beyond the walls around you. To hear a street, birds, cars, people. Just get as light and exploratory as you can, out and out and out and out. And with that last reach of your attention,
letting any last contraction in your body go wide. So that you can return to the room, hearing the hum of your home or this room around you. Feeling the contact with your clothes, the contact with the mat, the support of the floor, the weight of your heels, the weight of your hips, your shoulders, your hands, and your head. You are supported. We shift from holding on to being held, and the body responds. Any last adjustment, hands by your side, palms open. The breath pools in your abdomen. Letting your awareness reside in the soles of your feet. And the soles of the feet become bright, tingling, warm. You can feel this all the way to the arch and over the top of your foot, the spaces between the toes, liquid light. Let that light gather into the ankles. Feel, see, sense a point of light in the left ankle and in the right ankle, the body at ease. Your attention up your shins to your knees. Left knee, a point of light. Right knee, a point of light. Body at ease. Feeling the sensation of inhalation in your chest. Feel that sensation in your knees. The light up the length of your thighs to your hips. Left hip, a point of light. Right hip, a point of light. Body effortless. The sensation of an inhalation in your hips, in your low back. The belly, point of light. The chest, point of light. And the base of the throat, see, feel, sense, point of light. Right shoulder, a point of light, the body at ease. Right elbow, right wrist, right palm, points of light, effortless. The tip of your right thumb, point of light. The tip of your right first finger, tip of your right middle finger, the tip of your right ring finger, and the tip of your right pinky finger, points of light. The body effortless. Right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, points of light. The base of your throat, see, feel, or sense, point of light. Left shoulder, a point of light, the body open and free. Left elbow, left wrist, left palm, points of light, body at ease. The tip of your left thumb, a point of light. The tip of your left first finger, the tip of your left middle finger, the tip of your left ring finger, and the tip of your left pinky finger. Points of light and the body at ease. Left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder. Points of light. Effortless. The center of the chest, a point of light. Left chest, point of light. Right chest, point of light. Body at ease. The base of your throat, see, feel, sense, point of light. The base of your skull, the back of your head, crown of your head, the center of your forehead, points of light, and the body effortless. Left eye, right eye, length of your nose, upper lip, lower jaw, the base of the throat, a point of light. See, feel, sense all these points of light, a constellation, and release everything in between. Deepening your breathing. Letting your hands come overhead. Reaching out long.
Shake out your feet and your knees. And draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers. Draw it close and let the left leg be strong. Awareness in the soles of your feet. Roll your ankles. Open and close your toes. Firm your legs. Left hand overhead or out wide as needed. But from fingertip to toe tip, the left side opens. Our intuition, our feelings, all on the left side. Here we go. Bending the left knee, left foot flat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Right hand on your right thigh. And your breath drops lower into your abdomen, into your hips, into your knees. We are still returning. Coming home. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Bring it close. If you can, fingers over the left shin. Little side to side. Free it up. And then press your thigh or your shin into your fingers until your arms are straight and you open the back of the neck. Press your right knee away. And flex, point your toes. Opening the base of the skull between the shoulder blades. Flex, point your toes. Press your right knee away. Your outer right hip. And the right leg goes long. Left knee comes in. Legs are strong. Roll your ankles open and close your toes. Right hand overhead. Our logic, our reason, open, clear. Right knee bends, right foot flat, left ankle over the right knee, left hand, left thigh, press. Drop your breath into your hips, into your knees. Keep coming home. Your right thigh towards you. Interlace your fingers behind your thigh or over your right shin and a little bit side to side. Staying there, press into your hands to straighten the arms, to open the elbows, to open the shoulders, to press your left knee away, flex point your toes. Press your left knee away, flex point your toes. Yes. Good. And then the left leg goes long. Set up your tree by putting the sole of your right foot against your left inner thigh. Right hand on the right thigh. Left hand on the left ribs. Press your left thigh against your right foot and your foot against your thigh. Take your left hand overhead. The base is strong and clear. And the left side opens. 2. And change. Right leg straight, sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh, left hand, left thigh, right hand, right ribs. Roll those 2 points apart so the left thigh goes down, the right ribs roll down. Press your thigh into your left foot, press your foot into your thigh, and stand in both feet, right hand overhead. All the way. Body strong and clear and remembered. And bring it up, knees to your chest. Roll forward and back. And then come to stand. Good. Settling, the weight in your heels, your toes are long. Weight in the left heel, let your right knee rise. Interlace your fingers, draw your knee up as you press your left heel down. Flex your feet, left hand overhead. Gaze is on one point, so steady, so steady. And changing sides. Right foot comes down. Left. Interlace your fingers beneath the knee, right heel down. Standing tall. Right hand high. Open. And changing up. Right foot, the ball of your foot down and the heel on the ankle, the calf or the inner thigh. Build your tree. Right hand on your right thigh. Left hand on the left ribs. So the knee goes back and the ribs go back and the heel goes down. Left hand high. Right hand high. Firm into your feet. Press into both feet and feel the shoulders release. Stronger in the legs. All the way open into the fingertips. Use your glutes, use your navel, and feel the hands open. The base is the work. The heart is the freedom. And change. Right heel down. Left heel to your ankle, to your calf, or to your inner thigh. Left hand to the left thigh, right hand, right rib. And roll it open. Knee back, rib back. Right heel down. Right hand high. Press into your feet. Left hand high. How we've changed this month. What we know, what we have, what we've made. Let it go. So bring the tips of your fingers to your forehead and go across the brows. Little taps, little taps, little taps. Right to your temples. And then down the sides of your jaw to the point of your chin, and then underneath, lightly tapping the throat, all the way back to the jaw, to the temple, to the brow, up to the crown of your head. Tap the crown of your head with your fingertips. And widen out to your ears,
and then back up to the crown of the head, and then down to the back of the head, widening to the backs of your ears, back of the head down to the neck, and then hold the tops of your shoulders down, 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 down. Press your heels down and lift your heart up into your arms, elbows down. Deep breath into the back body. All of it empties out. Let go. Shake it out. And then tap down the arms and the backs of the arms. You have these meridians. In Chinese medicine, we have meridians that run all through the body, each organ responsible for different aspects, both emotional and physical. We're just going to flush out those lines. And then little circles around the abdomen, across the pelvis and the hips, and down the inner thighs, inner feet, outer thighs, low back. Sweep wide, bring it up, clearing to the fingertips. And then shake it down. Inhaling up. And shaking it down. We go one more. And you bring your palms together. You come down to the height of your heart and close your eyes. And in your mind or aloud, you repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Thumbs to the forehead, center an 8-count sat, a 2-count nam. Inhale. Sat nam. Sat nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Thank you so much for your practice, for all of May, for this continued return. You returning to you will affect everyone around you. Me returning to me affects everyone around me, including you. It is an absolute shared collective experience. Your work, your showing up, it really matters. If you made it all the way to this point and you didn't click off yet, tonight at 6 o'clock, I will be up at the house my grandfather purchased for his family in Pennsylvania. And my dad was there during summers, and I was there during the summers we were in America. And now I am the one of my generation who can go back and turn on the lights. So I'm going to turn on the Wi-Fi, and at 6, I will do a little preview of June. So it is a standing sequence that takes us approximately 9 minutes. You don't need a mat. You don't need anything. And I'm going to go and hook us up, YouTube and Facebook, 6 o'clock, and just see if we can see each other all the way from Pennsylvania. It will be recorded. You can use it later. We will use it in June. It's just a chance to see if this will work for us. If I can get a little bit further from Baltimore, we'll see. I will see you soon, my loves. Maybe at 6, maybe tomorrow at noon. Sat Nam.